Hey guys, it's Elizabeth WMT forever, and I am here with the 25-26 week pregnancy update and a little bonus haul at the end. So I guess let's start with pregnancy. It's July and I'm big and fat and pregnant. Very pregnant, and it is very hard to be pregnant in the summer without the complications. Sorry, something on the floor was bugging me. Anyway, it's very hard to be pregnant in the summer without all the complications and the high risk and all that crazy stuff. So, biggest thing is swelling. I cannot wear my wedding rings again. And I have to put up my feet about 4 or 5 times a day because my legs get so incredibly big. So yeah, that's fun. And then, of course, I have a giant 5-year-old. And so me not being able to do as much is really taking a toll on the both of us, especially him, because mommy can't be as fun and awesome and do as many things as I was able to do with him even just like 2 weeks ago. So he's starting to get frustrated with me. And if you're new here, he also has autism, so it is very hard for him to understand and grasp that it's hard for me to move around and do all that stuff. When he's like, but mommy, I can move, I can bounce around, I can be a hyper crazy, why can't you? You slept all day, you slept all night, whatever it is. Like if I take a nap, he's like, you slept all day, why can't you play? So it's very hard to explain to him, but so far he's been very understanding, and he's extremely excited to meet his baby sister, and he's practicing saying her name. He hasn't got it quite yet though, which is okay, because one of the things he has problems with is speech. So I'm not too worried about him not being able to say her full name yet, because he can say her nickname, and it's really cute how he says it. So that's awesome. For actual me happenstances, baby girl is moving a lot, but she's flipping over a lot less. So like she's kicking and hitting, but she's not doing full body rolls, which is nice because it's not hurting my whole entire body. Now for the fun, scary stuff of high-risk fat people pregnancy. Okay, not all people who are overweight experience this. When I say fat people, I mean me, because I knowingly was overweight when I got pregnant. I was in the middle of a weight loss journey, and I had stopped trying to get pregnant because the timing wouldn't have worked out very well with my schooling. Needless to say, because the timing wouldn't work out well and because I wasn't healthy, of course I got pregnant. Duh. So, because I was overweight when I got pregnant, I knew I was going to have another high-risk pregnancy. This time, I have now been put on preterm labor watch, preeclampsia watch, heart rate watch, blood pressure watch, dietary watch. Just, I have to watch literally everything in my life. At about 25 and a half weeks, I started having Braxton Hicks. So as somebody who is trying not to go into labor, that is very scary, because in my first pregnancy, my first successful pregnancy, I should say, with my son Nikolai, I didn't get Braxton Hicks until 33 weeks. So to have them at 25 weeks is very, very, very scary, especially after I already knew that I was on preterm labor watch. I have to be very, very careful. So I am on restrictions. I'm not allowed to lift over 15 pounds. I have to take more breaks. If my ankles and legs are getting swollen, I need to elevate them, ice them, warm them, whatever it takes to get the swelling to reduce. I have to keep my heart rate under 130 because I have been having an extremely high heart rate throughout this pregnancy. Even right now, just sitting here filming this video, I've been at 108 to 112, and I've been sitting here for quite a while. So it's ridiculously high. Yes, I know. Like, I know. I also have had to just really be mindful of what I'm eating and remember to eat, because I'm really struggling with this. I've always struggled with food since I can remember, but I'm either eating way too much or I'm forgetting to eat altogether. And those two extremes are not working very well for pregnancy. So, yeah. Now, if I don't remember if I said this, so if it's repeat knowledge, I just apologize in advance. But with my first successful pregnancy with Nikolai, I developed gestational diabetes around this time, and it wasn't able to get regulated until about 4 days before I got induced to have him. So at about 36 and a half weeks was finally when I got regulated to normal acceptable blood sugar levels. So most people are at high risk for developing type 2 diabetes after they're pregnant. I actually did the opposite. I developed hypoglycemia after pregnancy in the postpartum months. So my blood sugar while I was breastfeeding and eating a healthy, normal diet, the recommended amount of calories from my doctors, everything I was doing right dietary, but my blood sugar would plummet down to like 35. And 35 to 60 range, which was way, way too low. So I got diagnosed with hypoglycemia. I am actually this week getting my blood glucose testing. I'm getting my Tdap shots, and I'm also getting the hospital required ultrasound because baby girl wouldn't let the doctor's office see her heart. So we have to confirm that everything is intact because my dad has Wolff's Parkinson's. My cousin was born with a hole in his heart. My other side of the family has a lot of heart issues. And then my husband's family has a lot of heart issues that stem from like smaller hearts when they're born and just all sorts of other things that makes the heart a very, very important thing to see as early as we can. So we're gonna go get the hospital ultrasound, and the reason we're doing that is because the doctor's office explained that the hospital ultrasound is a much stronger machine, so it will be able to see through my belly button if she decides to hide behind my belly button again. As a thicker woman, I have a very deep belly button. It's about 1.5 inches deep, and then I have a lot of fat and skin in between her and the belly button. So it's very hard if she's hiding her chest behind my belly button area to see her on a normal ultrasound. So hopefully we can get baby girl's heart on pictures. I have no new pictures for you yet because I'm still only seeing my doctor once a month. But the next update, I should have some new pictures, and I should have the glucose test results, and I should be in the 3rd trimester, which is our short-term goal, is just to get baby girl to stay in here until at least the 3rd trimester. Our first goal was viability, and we met that goal, and I am so very happy that I have been able to stay pregnant until viability. If you don't know why this is such an incredible moment for me, you can go ahead and check out my Storytime Summer from Hell video. I would recommend not watching it if you are pregnant or if you are triggered by baby loss. So now for the bonus, because it's only like 4 items. I got my Grove Collaborative haul today in the mail, and I got a new scent of laundry detergent, which is really exciting because I have, for the first pregnancy ever in my life, been nesting. I actually steam cleaned half the living room and one of the couches, and tonight I plan on having my husband move the other couch so I can steam clean the other half and that couch. But ginger mango, and it smells amazing in this room right now because some of this one spilled all over, but it smells super good. Here's the detergent, the softener. We get the little extended scents for our blankets and stuff for in our blanket box. And then the last thing I got from Grove this month was a refill bottle of the basil scented soap, because my son goes through way too much hand soap because he's 5, but at least he washes his hands with soap. So we're all winners this time. I'm gonna let you guys go because he is screaming for me out in the living room. I think he ran out of PB&J burrito. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye.